Hello, welcome back to Mountain Gym Card Collectibles. I hope you're having a great weekend so far. So, I know there's no shortage of information about this recent Lemieux scandal, with all these forged autographs, with the auto pen machine, and how it could, ripple across the whole industry from grading and elsewhere, But today we're going to take a break from the YouTube echo chamber. And I am going to do a preview of a release that was released just a few days ago. And so I'm going over the preview of the July 16th, 2025 release of 2025 Upper Deck, the X-Files Government Conspiracies Edition box sets. And if you're an X-Files fan, well, this is like the third production from Upper Deck for the X-Files, and they do have quite a few autos to chase in this, which is a great thing, and the price isn't too bad. On average, you get 2 autographs per box, for a price around, $170. Am I interested? I'm definitely interested. I was a big X-Files fan in the 90s. I've had X-Files cards. I've sold plenty of X-Files cards. Typically I would have the top stuff, from when the show was being released. But Upper Deck's really done a great job with this product, in my opinion. But let's dig more into it. All right, so this is a great checklist and then information overall that comes from Checklist Insider. They had the best information for this set, so I recommend going there to check it out. And here, this is kind of an article, but overall they have the checklist and all the information. So as you can see, release date was July 16, 2025 for the set. Wrapping up the overall product line, 2025 Upper Deck, the X-Files Government Conspiracies Edition adds a third and final themed set based on the popular sci-fi series. Look for 2 hits per hobby box in the form of autographs, sketches, or printing plates. Previous releases of the X-Files cards from the Upper Deck include Monsters of the Week Edition and UFOs and Aliens Edition. Building on the earlier editions, the 2025 Upper Deck, the X-Files Government Conspiracies checklist tacks on another 300 cards to the overall 900 card set. Of course, there are also more inserts and parallels to collect, plus various actor autographs to track down. Okay, the base lineup for the 2025 Upper Deck, the X-Files Government Conspiracies, covers 300 cards with images from the hit show. Following 4 times per box, The Truth Is Out There parallels add large text to the main design. Here's The Truth Is Out There. Another 10 cards per box are pulled from the primary insert selection. Up first, 2025 Upper Deck, the X-Files Government Conspiracies highlights notable names and characters. Here we see Dana Scully. Looking back at specific episodes, classic quotes displays memorable lines. You can't protect the public by lying to them. Fox Mulder's Season 2. F. Emasculada. The tagline set features some of the most famous mottos of the show, with some being short print versions. Trust no one. There are also 100 sticker cards, which should continue the numbering from the first 2 releases. Combined with the 1-of-1 printing plates, the autographs and sketch cards are the main hits for 2025 Upper Deck, the X-Files Government Conspiracies. Every hobby box should have 2 cards from this grouping. Just like the 2 other releases, the actors of the X-Files lend their signatures to Paranormal Script. And you see, this to me is really what you're paying for, are these autos. If you hit, like this David Duchovny Fox Mulder auto, that is an awesome hit. Some even add inscriptions, and there are dual autographs as well. So that's something to think about. We see Mitch Pileggi as Walter Skinner. All right, so hobby boxes, you get 6 cards per pack, 20 packs per box, 12 boxes per case. So they are really loading you up with cards, And that's the way that, a lot of these card sets used to be. Although, the original top sets that came out, when the X-Files came out in the early 90s, they didn't cost near as much. But then again, I can't recall any autographs in them. That's just it. Yeah, I mean, I had the Fox Mulder rookie card and this and that, but anyway. 2025 Upper Deck, the X-Files Government Conspiracies box break gives you 2 hits, autograph sketch or printing plates on average, 4 The Truth Is Out There parallels, 10 inserts, characters, quotes, and or taglines, and 4 sticker inserts. All right, so you can look at buying this on eBay. But if you come here, the reason why this is such a great place to go, Checklist Insider, for this, is they have a checklist, and I struggled to find a checklist anywhere. So base checklist is 100 cards, continuation set, odds 3 to 4 base cards per pack, parallels The Truth Is Out There, 1 in 12, printing plates are 1 of 1s. And they just have some basic themes here to go over. Like you can see the Young at Heart, Red Museum, Fearful Cemetery. You get the idea. Tunguska, Unusual Suspects, Christmas Carol, 700 at the end. Okay. Then we come to the base mid-series checklist, which is 100 cards, odds 1 of 1 hobby, 2 in 1 e-pack. The Truth Is Out There for parallels is 1 of 15 packs. Printing plates is 1 of 1s. We have like Monday, Sign and Zeit, Bad Blood, Endgame. So, just some more various topics, subjects, whatever. Small Potatoes, Monday. Hit the base high series checklist, which is 100 cards, odds 1 in 2 hobby, 1 in 1 e-packs, parallels The Truth Is Out There, 1 in 20 packs, printing plates 1 of 1s. Just some more stuff, basic topics here. They start us off with like Humbug, some other ones, Hollywood AD, Dwayne Barry, Audrey Pauly. But then this is really the part of the checklist that I'm guessing that you're interested in, is the autographs. Because there are some big autographs to chase in this set. I'm surprised that they're releasing, $160. That's a decent price for 2 autos. But the thing about it is they managed to get quite a few people to sign. So I'm guessing you're going to want the better, people who signed. Gillian Anderson, obviously, David Duchovny. But let's go down the list. So start us off, they have Adam Baldwin, which, that'd be an awesome one to hit. A-N is Gillian Anderson, which is a short print. That's what we're chasing. Chris Carter's, super short print, because he created the show. Cary Elwes, super short print. He's just a big name actor for the most part. Then, of course, Fox Mulder, David Duchovny, short prints. We're all chasing those. Of course, the Dana Scully, Gillian Anderson, short print, A-GA. Some of these other names, they're not coming out at me as much. Of course, the Mitch Pileggi, that one comes out at you. Robert Patrick, after Fox Mulder left, But I would still prefer the David Duchovny, of course, or the Robert Patrick. But, Robert Patrick is still in there. All right, so here is the Paranormal Script Inscriptions checklist. And they do have the names here. Whereas for one reason, for the Paranormal Script checklist up here, they didn't. But here we can see, like, Adam Baldwin is Noel Rohrer. Andrew Johnson's Lieutenant Colonel Budahas. The Gillian Anderson, The Truth Is Out There. Cary Elwes, Agent Brad Fulmer. David Duchovny, The Truth Is Out There, Fox Mulder. Eric Brecker, Dark Suited Man. Jerry Harden as Deep Throat. Let's see if anyone else comes out at me here. Mitch Pileggi as Walter Skinner, of course. I think the guy that played the Smoking Man, I think he passed away, unfortunately. He would have been one of the better autographs, in my opinion. We'll see if I see him. I don't. I mean, but they do have a lot of other names, like Mimi Rogers, Diana Fowley, Christopher Stapleton as Pilot, Okay, dual paranormal script checklist. It's 3 cards. No odds listed. Refer to the downloads tab for the parallel breakdown. Printing plates are 1 of 1. And for duels, they do give us some pretty awesome ones. They have Chris Carter and Vince Gilligan, AD-CG, AD-DA as David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson. That'd be the best one to hit for dual autos, obviously. And then Annabeth Gish and Robert Patrick. That's another big one to hit. Dual paranormal script inscriptions checklist. 1 card. No odds listed. Just the David Duchovny, Gillian Anderson. So hopefully you can hit that one. That's a big hit. And then we hit the sketch checklist, which is just 65 artists, various names. Odds are 1 in 112 hobby e-packs. That's kind of cool for, they're giving you a chance, for those autos. And then we hit the 2025 Upper Deck X-Files Government Conspiracies insert checklist. And here's the characters checklist, 25 cards. Odds are 1 in 4 hobby e-packs. Printing plates are 1 of 1. Start us off with, give us Fox Mulder, Dana Scully, and the cigarette smoking man. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that I forget that guy's name, that he passed away, because to me, he should be in the auto checklist. But they give us some other guys as well, John Doggett, Monica Reyes, Robert Modell. Keep going down here. I'm just going to say names that stand out. Walter Skinner, Deep Throat, Mr. X. We hit the quotes checklist, 20 cards, 1 in 6 hobby, e-packs, printing plates are 1 of 1s. Dan Scully, Fox, Mulder, cigarette smoking man. And that's pretty much it for that. Stickers checklist is 100 stickers. Continuation set, 1 in 5 hobby, e-packs. They start us off with Young at Heart, Red Museum, Deep Throat. It's quite a few different names. Demons, Unusual Suspects, Closure, Jose Chung's from Outer Space, Triangle, Hollywood AD. Taglines checklist is 14 cards, including 4 short prints. Let's see, odds 1 in 14 hobby e-pack short prints, 1 in 60 hobby, 1 in 240 e-packs. Printing plates are 1 of 1s. And just like all lies lead to the truth, everything dies. Trust no one. So that's the checklist. So there's quite a few different opportunities, for, the script inscriptions, autographs, whatever. I'm surprised how many they are putting in this set, but, they're really loading it up. And here I am just at David Adams Card World. Recommend going there. They're selling these boxes for $169.95 for a hobby box. I didn't see any cases there. Let's just look at some of the pictures and the sell sheet. There you can see some of the this base card set, The Truth Is Out There, parallels, and look for 100 sticker cards. Here we have your collect characters, quotes, and taglines cards. Here we see. Honestly, these do remind me a lot of those Topps cards that came out in the early 90s to an extent. When I look at them, they really do. Of course, the Smoking Man, and then just some more autographs there. And I think that's about it. And you can chase this down online. Of course, David Adams Card World, Steel City Collectibles. Our awesome card shop is selling 12-box cases for $2,029.75. And eBay has them going already for $186.95. All right. So, is this product worth it? Yeah, I would give it a full thumbs up. I mean, they're giving you a lot of opportunities for good autographs, just different X-Files cards. They're loading you up with quite a few cards, in the set, which comes out to be about 120 cards, or per per hobby box, I should say. So, and if you're an X-Files fan like I was in the 90s, I mean, I'm just naturally attracted to the box, obviously, and the autographs, of course, I have had other sets. I've had, the first 3 sets from Topps that came out in the 90s. I eventually did sell those. They had like the Fox Mulder, Dana Scully, and a lot of these other characters, what you would consider their rookie cards, I sold all those, but those were great sets too, but they didn't really have any autographs in them. And this product from Upper Deck does, which, is fairly exciting, if you could hit, like the Fox Mulder, Dana Scully autos, the duels, whatever, I do see value there. So anyway, if you have some different opinions on this, leave some comments. I always like to thank my subscriber base. You're the glue that keeps this channel together. I just like to keep reminding you that. I'd like to thank my recent subscribers. I appreciate it, everything that you're doing for the channel. And I'd like to thank my viewers. And if you haven't subscribed as a viewer, it's 100% free, and it really helps me improve the channel. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. I'm out of here. Bye.